Hey guys, it's Basement. This week I'm traveling in Indonesia and I'm going to be here for 2 weeks. I'm attending a very important seminar for one of the largest and greatest athletic footwear brand since I work for the footwear manufacturing business. So wish me luck. And today I want to share some things I learned since I am working with um, some of the senior leadership who are the best speakers, who are really good at telling stories, and they are the senior executives of this particular footwear brand. I learned so many things from them, and also some of my colleagues, and especially my boss. They are very experienced speakers, and they are persuasive, and they have very good command and ability in the way they communicate, and they get their message across in the business setting. So today I want to share with you some of my observations, and maybe perhaps some of the tips could be beneficial to you in your daily conversation, or maybe in your business and your career. But today I'm not talking specifically about the verbal communication. I think that's another topic. Today I want to talk about how we position ourselves in the conversation, not just in the formal presentation settings, but also in our day-to-day interaction with other human beings, and that is our body language. And today I want to narrow it down to talk about more specifically our hands and our palm positions. And that is extremely important. I see some of the best speakers, the most persuasive speakers that I watch their presentation, I watch they made a speech, I watch they talk in meetings, is actually how they position their palms. Think about it. Oh, by the way, do you know in the very first 4 minutes of you meeting some stranger, in the very first 4 minutes, you decide if you want to give a shit about this person, or if you want to respect and listen to what this person has to offer. 4 minutes, that's all it takes. So that sometimes is even before you start talking to someone. Imagine you're walking onto a stage, to the podium, and you're about to say something. Before you even utter a word, some people may have already formed a very solid impression of you and how they want to interact with you. And that is so important. So today I want to talk about our hands and our palms. Imagine, of course, we're human beings, and you imagine you are a tribesman and you meet a stranger from the other tribe, and you're wondering, do you want to do business with them, or do you want to fight with them? You don't know if they are harmful to you, right? So the most important thing, that is our evolutionary instinct, is that to see if we're holding a weapon, we're holding stone, or if we're holding a stick to harm the other person. So I saw some of the great speakers, they are really good at showing their palms, and that's signifying that I am not armed, I don't have weapons, I'm not going to attack you, I am friendly. And that is a sign of invitation, that is a sign of friendliness, right? So for example, when you are asking a audience member to a question, and you're reaching out your hands in the palms, holding up, and that is a very friendly gesture of invitation, of welcoming. And when you're talking about an idea, and you, like, as if you are using your hands and your palm holding that idea, and you give it to the audience. For example, you could say, I'm really honored to work with such a talented teams like you. You guys are my greatest partners. And you're as if you giving that gift, that compliment to that audience or to the other person. So the upward palm gesture is a very inviting gesture, and you want to make that because in the most cases in the presentation setting or when you are meeting with people for the first time, you want to be friendly, you want to build rapport, and so this is inviting as if you're giving something, so people would pay closer attention to you, right? And the other way is the palm facing down, and you want to be extremely careful with this one because this signifying suppression, this signifying dominance. I remember there was one meeting, and my boss and my boss is the vice president of our business unit. Basically, he's the boss of these, 70,000 people. And we were talking with a very important discussion with our customer, with our brand customer. And I was saying something, I was trying to make an example and to shift that conversation toward a direction I thought that was beneficial to our end. And he gave me this palm facing down hand gesture very, very slightly. And I immediately picked up that signal that he want me to not go into that way, or he want me to play it more lightly or stop what I'm doing right now. So the palm facing down gesture is when you are powerful, when you are asserting dominance in certain situations. You want to do that, you can say, hey guys, calm down, listen to me, stop it. All right, I got something to say. You want to, as if you are suppressing someone, you're pushing people down virtually. So you can use this one, but very carefully. Depends on the context and the message you're giving. Most of the time, you want to be inviting. And the last palm gesture, which is my favorite, is a more neutral one, and that is the palm facing each other and with the fingers wide open. By the way, the fingers open is a signal of confidence. You're not hiding your fingers like this way. You're not hiding them in your pockets. You're not hiding them under your armpits, and you're not doing this as if you're protecting the very important organ of yourself. This is the most fragile part of human body. Your heart, your stomach, and you're growing, right? So, by the way, so the fingers, the more confident you feel, the wider your fingers is spread wide open. So when you do this one, the neutral, the palm facing each other gesture, and you also see that other people see your fingers and see your palms, and this is a more neutral one. And when you're talking about things as if you're holding it, you're holding an idea, you're holding a notion, and this could help you to make what you say more tangible to other people, and you could be expanding something that you want to grow, right? Or you be, suppressing something as if it's something you want to close down, something you wish you don't like. And this is very I would say very useful gesture. And think about a very famous politician often use this gesture. Maybe you know who I'm talking about. Donald Trump, right? And this is his favorite. He's always like, as if he's sizing something. And when he talks about something he loves, he will expand it, and something he doesn't want, he will suppress it, he will zip it, right? And the other reason I love this palm facing each other is that You can do this the finger triangle, finger pyramids, and this is really good because this is body language of composure, of relaxation, of comfort. And you know, our body language is a reflection of our mental state, and the reverse is also true. So sometimes I would feel nervous or anxious for a important presentation I need to give, or when I'm trying to express my opinion in the meeting, and I will revert to doing this because, as I mentioned, the reverse is true. So as if you're tapping your fingertips together, you're calming your nervous system down, you're calming yourself, and you want to do this often. Give it a try right now, and I think after a couple of rounds, after a couple of touches, you'll feel yourself more relaxed, more at ease. So try to do this as much as you could, and this is helpful to me, and I think maybe could be helpful to you. And the other good things about this pyramid hand gesture is that you can transition to the palm facing up gesture or the neutral palm facing each other gesture very easily. So as if you are not looking very intention to do it this way, because when this becomes your natural position, natural state, and you can transition between these three very easily, and you will feel yourself actually starting to calm down. And that's one thing I love about it. And of course, effective communication is not all about body language, but it is a very important starter. And of course, you want to get your material well versed, well studied. You need to know what you're talking about, and you want to get rehearsed. You want to get knowledgeable at the topic you're going to say. But I would like to provide an analogy for that. Sometimes when I'm nervous about giving a speech, giving a presentation, I think about I'm actually making a gift. I'm just giving away a gift to my audience, because the way you understand a topic, the way you present them, the way you talk about them, the way you study it yourself first, you know something that other people don't know, right? So as if you're talking about, you're giving away your knowledge through your conversations, through your speech, through your vocabulary, through your body language. You want to give that to the audience, and somehow that could be helpful. That helped me somehow when I am nervous about giving a presentation. So to summarize, there's a lot of things we're gonna be careful, and we can learn and we can practice body language, because this is certainly not natural to most people. Some people are born confident, they have the winners, they have open and inviting body gesture, but most people don't. Like myself, I am an introvert. I am not well versed in this kind of practice, and I would sometimes default back to a self-protecting body gesture. But through deliberate practice, you can be a better speaker. You can be a better presenter, and don't just use these tips in the formal conversation. When you're talking about colleagues, when you're talking about your children, your friends, try to practice this one. And even just practice, you will find yourself slow down in the rate of speech you make, and you would be able to think more comfortably, and your ideas would flow more easily. So give it a try, and I hope what I share with you today is helpful to you. My name is Basement, and please make sure you subscribe and like the video and comments. That would be really helpful to me, and I really want to hear from you, because I sometimes feel like this is a monologue. I'm talking into a bliss, and but anyway, if you want to see more videos like this, just definitely leave a comment. And thank you so much. Bye bye.